Hey, what's up guys? I was just working on a PSA order and I've got the cards that I want all separated. I have all my orders separated, but figured I may as well get free content out of it, right? People love when I put PSA in the title, and they also love when I put shiny Charizard in the thumbnail. So we're gonna do that. Maybe even put something like that. There you go. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and definitely don't forget to like and please subscribe as well. And before we get into it, if I could just remind you guys to like and subscribe, that would be fantastic. So I have 3 different bulk orders in front of me. I have vintage Japanese, I have more modern English, and I think like a modern Japanese card in here. And then I have this one, which we can just look through, and this one is just going to be all Ancient Muse. This is only a 10 card order because I believe that is the new minimum for 10, or for bulk is 10. If it's not, then I'll just add more Ancient Muse. I think I have 18 more, and I have probably between maybe 60 and 80 at PSA right now. So these will do really, really good for me. These are all packed fresh. These are all removed out of the plastic and then put into sleeves and then card savers. So that's really good. So yeah, that's bulk. These 3 are going to be express through PSA because they don't have any shot at getting like a black label or anything from Beckett. As you can see with this one, the top is way heavier than the bottom. I think this is going to get a 9. This one is pretty rough. The top is pretty small compared to the bottom, but I think it may be within the parameters for a 10 because my personal copy that has a 10 is a little bit worse than this, I would say. You know, the surface, the corners, and the edges are all really good. The big issue here is going to be the centering, but I think it might squeeze through. If not, then I have a 9. And then this one is a little bit off center as well. The bottom is a little bit chunkier than the top, but I think it might squeeze through with a 10. So I think that, you know, if all these come back 9s, then that's fine. If they all come back 10s, then that's great. You know, who knows? We can look through this one next. This one has a lot more variety. This one to me is a lot more interesting, but we'll just lead with this one. So this is going to be a Japanese base set Charizard, pristine, pack fresh. Just kidding. It's pretty played, pretty beat up. I have 2 of these. The worst looking copy I think is in the binder. These both of them present really well. This one's like definitely off center. The right is way thicker than the left. I don't know what kind of grade this would get, but you know, maybe like a 5 or something. I'd be happy with that. Just to have, I don't think I would even sell a card like that just because, you know, it's classic, right? Okay, let me see what order we're in here. Okay. So I got these 3 cards are pack fresh, pulled for me by Z&G Emporium out of his Japanese Rocket and Gym Break. So we have a Koga's Ditto, Dark Magneton, and then Koga's Ninja Trick. This one is definitely off center. The left is way bigger than the right. I don't see this getting a 10. The back is really sharp, looks really great, looks perfect, but the front centering kills it. I think that's going to get a 9. But yeah, these look really good. These definitely are not the best pulls you could get. I really do like the Ditto. Might not sell it, might not be up for sale. This card is so beautiful, but just not as expensive as it is in English, of course. And then we have that, probably a 9. I also recently went to a kind of like small town area with my girlfriend over the weekend, and we stopped by a local card shop. I had such low expectations, but we killed it at that card shop. Look at these. These were $10 or $12 a piece. I got 10 of them. I tried negotiating and saying, hey, would you do $10 each if I bought all 10? He said no, and then I immediately just bought all 10 of them because $12 I think is way too good of a price, even though these are super beat up. Just kidding. These are like pack fresh. These are so good. I don't understand. I'm expecting a few 10s probably, you know, maybe a little white nick. Nope, that's not even on the card. This one's definitely a little off center, of course, you know, that's a little bit thinner than that. And we could sit here all day and nitpick these, but I mean, you can look for yourself. Definitely gonna be a few 10s, I think, maybe a few 9s, definitely a few 8s, but they're like all in that ballpark, you know? There's no real like 6s. I doubt there's gonna be a 7 unless we get like unlucky, but I mean, these look so good, and for $12 a piece, you cannot pass that up. So 10 Sabrina's Gazes, of course, the infamous band card. And then we got 3 of these. So that brings us to a total of 4 of these. Not bad. These are very similar. There was a 4th one, but it was beat up, and it was also $20. Yeah, so these were $20 a piece. There was a 4th one at the card shop that was in like heavy played condition. This one I think is probably the worst that I got. A little white nick there and a white nick there. Otherwise, really, really sharp. So I don't think that they were pricing based on condition at all. I think it was just, I don't know. I don't know how you run a card shop and you don't price based on like condition or anything. I think that's kind of nuts, but yeah, so these are gonna go to PSA. These two I think may have a shot at a, this one actually has a white nick right there, so that's probably a 9. Let's see if this one has any shot at a 10. Back looks flawless, I'm not gonna lie. Front looks a little mark right there. I think it has a shot. I think this one could have a shot at a 10. So I think we're looking at a few 10s for the Sabrinas, and then maybe 1 if we're lucky on the Kogas. Last bulk order here. It is weird calling them bulk when it's only 10 cards. We can just kind of burn through this. Amazing Rare Kyogre. I have 3 of these that are flawless. These are perfect condition. I was considering sending them to Beckett, but I don't want to wait way too long. I don't know. Maybe I will. How many cards do you need to send to Beckett? Okay, I might send these to Beckett because these are all, like, look at the centering. They all are centered like exactly right. They're perfect. The backs are flawless on all of them. Might send these Beckett, not Express, but like whatever the lowest, not lowest one is. Whatever like the next lowest is. I might try that. Similarly, another Rainbow VMAX, or Shiny VMAX, 2 more. Scorch and Grimmsnarl. Shiny Rillaboom V. Shiny Ditto V, got 2 of those. Charizard VMAX with a shot at a 10. I think it's actually, I think this is like a guaranteed 10. Yeah, this one looks really good, but I don't want to pay the $150 to get it back soon. Japanese Bird Trio, Japanese Toxtricity, and then finishing it up with, I think, 10 Stained Glass Birds, SM210, Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, Stained Glass Birds. So nice. That's the orders. 3 orders, I've done it. And then, since I won't shut up about them, I mentioned in the last video that I was waiting on my 4th Skyridge pack, and that came in. So now we can look in amazement at the art set. Really nice. So glad to have these. These are probably just gonna get sold off or traded up for something else. Maybe like the prices of these packs go from $1,200 to $2,000, right? Something like that. That's a huge movement, but it's possible, right? You've seen crazier things happen in Pokemon. And so maybe I just decide to sell them at that point and then move it toward something like an unlimited Wizards of the Coast booster box, right? You know, bring some cash for myself or from myself, and then sell these off, maybe sell a couple graded cards off, and then I've moved from 4 single packs to an entire booster box of, you know, definitely like a lower quality set, but, you know, just something I'm thinking about. I don't really know my plan with these yet. I could just hold these very long term, lock them away. I've been keeping them in this so that I don't touch them, just wrapping this up and then storing it away. because I think that long term this is such a good hold, but who knows. So we'll finish it off with that. Ooh, also the weights. This is gonna be the Ho-Oh. This is definitely light. It's the lightest pack I have. This is the Polyrath. Definitely light. And then these two packs are kind of in like that middle range. This is gonna be the Vaporeon up here, and then the Kabutops right here. This I think is a little bit heavier, this top one, because of this glue residue. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that. But the Kabutops, I don't know. I'm feeling good about the Kabutops. If I ever open a pack, it's gonna be this one. But I mean, I definitely wouldn't want to open it until I have a replacement Kabutops pack, just because I wouldn't want to have just the 3. Like, look how lame that looks. So, Skyward Art said, I won't shut up about it. I'm very happy, very stoked that I have that. Feels good. But yeah, so those are my orders. I have Express through PSA, bulk, and bulk. So, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. And don't forget to like. Remember when I told you to like at the beginning of the video? Please don't forget to smash that motherfucking like button.